Are you in business but you hate the idea of being more visible? Today's video is for you. I'm Kerry Rowett of awakenkinesiology.com. If you would love to be more visible in your business, even though you're scared, the first thing I would love you to do is to define what does being more visible actually mean for you. Does that refer to a certain number of social media followers? Is it about having a certain number of people who would be on your mailing list? Is this about being on more podcasts or on more guest blogs? Is this about being in traditional media? I'd like you to really define what being more visible actually means for you. The second thing I would love you to do is to identify your specific fears. So when you think about being at that next level of visibility, which you have just defined, what fears come up? Is it about being criticized? Is it about being judged? Is it leaving other people behind? Is it that you think people won't like you anymore? Is it about what your family or your close friends who aren't in your industry would think? Really think about what the fears actually are. What you might find as you start looking at some of the fears is that some of them are what my friend Denise Duffield-Thomas calls a rites of passage. So it can be the case that people are scared of things like getting a hater, getting a refund request, somebody not liking something that they have done, getting a negative comment on social media. All of those things will happen to nearly everyone who is in business at some stage if they're becoming more visible. So in that sense, it's not something to fear, it's just something to recognize. It's a rites of passage. It will probably happen. And you can just start to normalize that fear. If you have really big fears coming up, book a session with a practitioner, get those fears cleared. The third thing to do is to activate the feelings that you need inside of yourself to feel comfortable at that next level of visibility. So, what would you need to be feeling? Think about it now. Would it be strong, powerful, confident, safe, secure? Imagine what it would be like if you did have all of those feelings right now, and consciously activate those feelings now. Imagine what it would be like if you did feel that way. And then imagine what it would be like if you felt that way and you were at that next level. If you have that internal sense of certainty, strength, power, you'll find that a lot of those fears just melt away. And in fact, it's more than likely that when you get to that next level of visibility, that you will have grown, and it's just going to feel normal when you get there anyway. It's so easy to hear me talking about the idea of being more visible, but now I'd like to challenge you and say, what is your action step? What are you going to do to be more visible? And I would like you to schedule it. So is it to create a webinar? Is it to book an in-person workshop? Is it to submit a guest post? Is it to approach some people who have podcasts in the area that you work in and suggest some topics that you could contribute or some ideas that you would love to share? Think about the action step that you would love to take. It does not have to be big, but it would be great if it could feel like a stretch. And then if you need to, you can go back through this video and watch it again, thinking about that goal. If you love the idea of learning how to feel comfortable, being more visible, showing up as more of yourself in business, that's something I teach you in my Align and Attract group program. I would love you to take a look at alignandattract.com.